It's really cool to just have people in their 20s in general on this platform to, you know, talk about real life shit that people who are 20 years old, you know, have to deal with.
Yeah, 50 was kind of crazy at the time for going against Ye, because you don't do that.
What would you say your favorite part of hip hop history is? Like, if you had to pick a hip hop history moment that you just loved, that resonated with you. Like,
shit, that moment was crazy. Like, just having that rush. I only had like $10 at the time, so I was like, man, I need to buy one of these albums. I brought the Graduation. So like, just seeing that shit on TV, bro. Like, two of your favorite artists going head to head, like the way they built that up, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was
man, bro. You remember that day on TV, bro? That shit was crazy. Man.
I remember the magazine cover.
But the Rolling Stone cover. Yeah, that was a moment, bro.
Magazine cover. And I was like,
yeah.
And at first I was like, because I wasn't into it too, but I knew it wasn't like they're actually trying to like violently hurt each other. I knew it was just music.
Yeah.
But like, them niggas like they wanted to fight. So
yeah,
I don't think Kanye much of a fighter, but
I'm sorry, a lot of different eras like that had to do like the G-Unit era heavily. Like when they had dropped albums, like they had like shift the whole world, bro. Like the whole world would just be focused on that shit. Albums like that could literally, you'll see a pin drop and the whole game be focused on that album.
Yeah.
Drake albums, like If You're Reading This Is Too Late. That was a moment.
That was a big moment.
That was a moment, bro. Like when that shit came out, that was a surprise drop, you know?
That's one of my favorite Drake projects, to be honest with you.
It's like number 2 for me. But like, it's that whole thing where it was like, and I hate to bring up bullshit. I'm not trying to get nobody caught up by saying nothing, but like, you know, it was the beef with me. Mm-hmm. And you know what's crazy about that, bro? We saw J. Cole that night. Charged Up came out, right? And then I remember it was 2015. Charged Up came out. We saw J. Cole that night. First concert. Coming back that night.
Oh man.
Yeah.
And like
y'all heard it?
No. That's when he dropped back to back.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the? And he dropped it, and I realized that after he dropped me off at home. Had I realized when we were in the car, oh my God,
bro.
That would have been fucking crazy.
It was an out of body experience when that dropped, bro. I was driving to work. I woke up at like 5 in the morning. I checked my phone, like, yo, why everybody going crazy? I was like, then I go to SoundCloud. I'm like, oh, I'm just driving to work the whole 30 minutes listening to that. I'm like, nah, that's crazy.
My mouth is open. Like when I listened to it for the first time, I was like, I couldn't believe
you couldn't believe it.
I was like, I mean, he just dropped this a couple hours ago, and then he just came back, and it was just so hard to me. I was just like,
that was different.
You got to do something.
You know, it's crazy.
He responded with rap.
Yeah.
I worked with a bunch of Meek fans at the time too. Oh my, I was talking shit. Oh my God. And not that I dislike Meek or that I'm a super Drake fan, because Cole's my favorite. But at the same time, like I wasn't a fan of. We ain't got to go through all that. I wasn't a fan of the way Meek handled it, but because they were Meek fans, I'm like, yo,
your man, you go. Yo, yeah,
help the man.
All right, Meek.
Yeah,
that was his thing. You know what I'm saying? So for Drake just to come and body him like that, at least in that moment, I was just like,
that shit was just.
I definitely.
Go ahead.
Bro, I definitely remember the first 3 hours of work. That was about that song. Like literally, when I went to work, everybody was just talking about that song, bro, like breaking down the lines. I'm like, yo, this is you didn't know it was history at the time, but it's like that's history when that dropped.
I knew right in the moment. I'm like, this shit is big. My stomach, like I had feeling dropped in my stomach, and it's crazy because I literally just did that Forest Hills Drive concert at Tinley Park, my first concert ever. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm having so much fun. It's summertime, my birthday in like a month. This is great. Like, yeah, and this dropped, and I damn near forgot about the concert, bro. I literally came to work the next day, and niggas asked me like, "Oh, how was the concert?" "Oh, it was great." "But bro, did you hear this Drake? Like,
did you hear this song?" Yeah,
bro. Like that is probably my. And then on top of that, right? So Drake and Meek beef. If You're Reading This Too Late, but then this nigga had OVO Fest.
Yeah.
The same week, or like next
2015, Drake was a different monster, bro. That was a different breed. I was like,
and then he got Diesel and shit too.
Yeah, he looked like that was Bron on the Heat. I was LeBron on the Heat, bro. I was a different monster. I was a different monster.
Oh, right.
It's like Bron on the Heat. I was such a Bulls fan at the time, and I'm like, this nigga Bron, he crazy, man. You gotta respect him.
That's my favorite Bron. Second year Miami Bron. You didn't lost.
Yeah, he was different. He was different. It was different.
That nigga was evil.
Defense was different. That was even sticky defense. I'm like, nah, he crazy.
Yeah.
You talking about the one that when he dropped 46 on the Celtics?
I believe so. That's the year after they lost to Dallas. They got the first team. They went. Then they was talking all that shit. Dallas whacked them. Was it 5 or 6? That next year.
Yeah, that's 2015 Drake.
That's something to prove. They had to show that team wasn't a waste. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. He said, "No, I'm getting a title."
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all talking. I'm getting a title. Sometimes you need that energy.
No, you definitely do. You need that demon. You definitely gotta.
You need that sometimes. Yeah.
Embrace the dark side. That's one thing I noticed about a lot of successful people. They have that balance of, hey, like I'm a good guy and this is this, but when it's time,
time.
Yeah, because you don't get to where you want to go in life if you're nice to everybody. Sometimes you got to step on a couple necks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Keep it going.
Yeah.
Gotta keep it going. That energy being there when I rap. That's what I channel when I rap. Definitely.
Miami. Black Mask Bron.
He turned to put the mask on real quick, and just.
That was scary, man.
That was very fucking scary. You gotta go or you still good?
Oh no.
Oh man, bro. Now you gotta leave.
No, he does.
No, he got time.
No, he does. I don't.
Time.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but since we switching gears, talk about basketball. Who would you say your favorite player of all time is, if you have one? Better yet, give me 4, because that's really an unfair question.
Yeah, because there's so many.
It's so many. So give me a few of your favorite Hoopers of all time.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
No order.
Rest in peace, Kobe. Long live Kobe, first and foremost. Yes, broke my heart when he was gone, man. I think this week is a year since he be gone, right?
I cried. Absolutely, yeah.
I cried, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cried.
Where did you find out?
I was laying down and I checked my phone. And I don't think I even got up that day. Like for real,
like. Blame you.
Yeah, that was one of them days where you like, man, just put the phone down. You couldn't even believe that, bro. Like I cried like 2 weeks after that. Like when they did the ceremony like you remember when Bron did that game, we did the speech. I'm like, no, this is real. Like, yeah,
I cried when Michael Jordan was giving his speech.
Yeah,
I was at work tearing up.
Bro. It was bad. You see Jordan do that, man. That's come on, man.
Yeah, that was
AI.
For sure.
Dog.
Cultural icon, bro. Like just him being the leader and him being the voice of the people. Like it's him being the rebel that he is. Him not ever giving a fuck. Like him being the first to really be like, nah, I'm wearing what I want. Like fuck y'all niggas, bro. Like I'm doing what I want. And the shit that he was doing 20 years ago, everybody's doing now. Like as far as the style, like D Rose. D Rose won a title when he dropped 51 on Halloween. So that was a title, bro. That was a title.
And that nigga better go in the Hall of Fame.
That's a fact. He better go in the Hall of Fame. He better go in the Hall of Fame.
It's a smack in the face of basketball. They don't put this man in the Hall
Bro,
of Fame.
when that first ACL tour happened, bro, I'm looking at the game. I'm like, bro, first of all, why Thibodeau ain't take him out? Because it's like it's the fourth quarter and they up 21. And like before it happened though, Reggie Miller, he was commentating. He was talking like something was about to happen. I'm like, dang, that'd be crazy if it happened. But seeing it happen, like I'm like, wow. I was first and last. Bron and Jordan. I need 5. You got to give me 5. That's 5. So
I'm not mad.
Kobe, AI, D Rose, Bron, Jordan.
Solid right there. Solid 5.
Great start at 5.
Also, Last Dance. Me watching the Last Dance that helped a lot with like as far as the drive, because just seeing how crazy Jordan was and how far he had to take it to win them titles, that just made me realize maybe we're not crazy. You know, maybe we we crazy, but maybe we're not as crazy as we think. Like that's crazy. Like that's like great. Seeing him, motivation.
You gotta be like that, man.
You gotta be like that, bro. When you want success, you gotta drive. You gotta have that drive, bro.
I
keep people around sharp.
100%. And I feel like when you have things in life you want to go for, there's something every time you want to focus on something, there's some other stuff out the way like has to fall out, right? Some other stuff like you just doesn't get the attention. Like for example, like I'm sure all of us can do this, but like say we go to work all day, we come home with the dishes in our sink. We focus on we was at work, all our bills are paid and like big priorities, but all the other stuff kind of falls to the wayside. I wonder what Mike or any other successful people are missing because they're focusing so much on that. You know, are they missing valuable things in life? Because we hear stories about people who work hard and I did this and I did this and I've been on this path, I've been on this path, but yet you miss all the other shit in between that makes life worth it.
That definitely that make me appreciate not getting famous at such a young age, because it's like you really appreciate family way more, you appreciate your friends way more, you appreciate just regular conversations way more. And I feel me and Flex talk about this a lot too. We like, man, if we would have been famous at 19 or this, like just making if we would have been like the biggest rappers or the biggest producers ever at 19, we wouldn't ever know how to handle it because we were still kids growing up at the time. So I think just that's bigger than any success. Like just having people around you, like having people around you that care about you, having people around you that's willing to keep you sharp, and people around you that's willing to push you. You know, like just having that solid foundation, and that's the most important thing rather than any success, because you need that to stay sane. Because when it's no longer there, when the jury no longer there, when everything falls, you need them people that like just be around, you know, to keep you grounded, because you'll go crazy if you ain't. You imagine you got like a big ass mansion with nobody around to share with, you know, like that's not the case, you know. So definitely, bro. So gotta keep good people around you, people who care about you around you, definitely.
Who keeps you grounded?
I definitely say my friends, my mom, my sister, my crew, Rich Vision. We keep each other focused. We whenever it be times where I'm on the edge and Plug be like, no, what you doing? We won't do that. You know what I'm saying? Like just, but I need that. You know, as far as just like really, like just keeping us on our toes. Like Flex would be like, nah, we moving this way. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, nah, we doing this. And we just keep each other focused. You know, as far as just not playing ourselves, like just really keeping each other focused. That's the most important part. You know, just having that foundation of people that care about you to really critique you and give you things that you can learn from and grow from. You know.
Yeah, that's needed, man. I feel like any successful person needs that type of group around them. You know what I'm saying? Because the minute you have a bunch of yes men around you, that just lets you do it. Like you're just gonna fly off the rails. You know what I'm saying? And God knows what's gonna happen to you. But if you have people that are gonna keep you, you know, down to earth, you feel me?
Yeah.
Then
you're gonna be good, bro. Man, everything we do is not perfect, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta keep people around you that be honest with you, man. You know. That was another reason why I really like took my time on this project too, because I was really like around everybody that I really love music, and we was just really just trying to perfect it. You know, like really making sure it's the best thing possible. Because I know from this project to the last project, I grew so much. Even my bass grew a lot from 2019 to now, like you said. And I just want to make sure that everything we put out, it has meaning. Like every word, every line, it has meaning, bro. It has to be something that stands 20, 30 years from now. You know, like stuff that creates a legacy, like stuff that is perfect in the catalog. When we drop, I want people to see the growth. This will not sound like the last project at all. Like nothing that I ever did before. Like when people hear it, they're going to hear the growth, and they're going to hear the fact that we took our time to put this together.
Now, the title From Here On Out, where did that title come from?
It came from me realizing that I'm in a shift. I'm in a season of shift, and I need to take advantage of my shift, and I need to take advantage of my blessing, my calling, the fact that I'm here and I'm a leader, and I just need to, man, just step it up. You know, as far as like we all had that time in our life where we realized, man, it's things that I could do and it's things I can get better at. And it's one thing about doing it, and it's one thing about realizing, it's another thing about just doing it, like really making it happen. And I feel like it's just so many ways that I like grew up in a sense, you know, as far as my mindset, as far as my focus, as far as planning and just goals and just really just becoming a better person, a better leader. And it's still a lot of work I got to do, but definitely we're in a great direction. So I wrote at the end of that February 12th, I wrote it like it's not a poem, but it's like really just me talking like from here on out, just I want to go higher from here on out. We taking a leap of faith, like from here on out. These are like things that I'm standing by, you know, like I'm really trying to like push with positivity as much as I can, because we work too hard, bro. We just want this shit got to show for something. This shit it got to show for something, bro. Like we really building a legacy with this, man. There's a lot of people that look up to us.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
You know?
What do you think your biggest change in you as a as a man, as a person, has been your biggest? Like, what do you think is the biggest change in you in that aspect?
Mindset. Not knowing that I don't have to wait on nobody, knowing that I'm not gonna put my faith in another person's hands, knowing that it's all up to me. Like if it failed, then I'm gonna put it all on me. If we win, I'm gonna just continue to learn from it. Like I'm not getting too high or too low from the wins or the losses. You know, like every day is a new journey. We gotta embrace every day as much as we can. We gotta make the most out of every day, because one thing is people forget quick. It's like you could do something. It's like you maybe you could have the highest selling, the most stream. What's the name last year? And it's like, okay, what's next? So you know you got to really prepare yourself for the next, and it's like you got to really ask yourself what you're chasing. I remember Cole said in an interview, he was like, "Yo, if all you chasing is money, you know you get $1 million, then you gonna want 5, then you gonna want 10." But it's like, is that really what life is about? No, it's like it's really your mindset and how what you doing is really what you building towards. So, like you got to really what we building towards is way bigger than money. It's way bigger than streams. It's a legacy, you know.
It's real.
It's really good to see something Chicago born and raised, really making waves all across everywhere. I love
Definitely,
that.
bro.
Even though I wasn't raised in the city at all.
Yeah.
But like,
Me neither.
oh, where were you raised at?
Harvey World, man. Raised in Harvey. Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's right outside the city.
Yeah, people be calling it Chicago. People like, man, that's technically Chicago. Yeah. Technically, yeah. Technically. But I mean, either way, like when we chalk it up, bro, I'm definitely a Chicago artist producer, like a Chicago legend. When it's all said and done, man, we repping for the city. We keeping everything in the city, man. We gonna build. And when it's all said and done, we look at the greats. I want to be one of them, like right up there, like that did. You know?
Yeah. No. I highly believe you definitely will be.
You're on the
path, bro.
Because you sound like niggas who produced for 20 years.
That's crazy.
Honestly,
that's what you sound.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
That shit is nuts.
Thank you, bro.
I'm excited to see wherever you guys go with. I know where y'all going, but I'm excited to see the journey. And you guys are very open and transparent people too. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to see what kind of different things that you guys do and where it's headed.
Man, bro, we just got to continue to stay grounded, stay focused, stay sane, remain us, not get too high, too low, and just continue to put out the quality, man. It's like, it's in us, bro. The more we keep each other sharp, the better off we'll be. You know what I'm saying? None of us are, no man above the crew, none of that. So it's like we all building together. We all keeping each other focused, and that's what it's about. Just making each other sharp as possible.
Do you find it sometimes hard to work with your friends?
Well, when you say like work with your friends, you mean like make music with them or just work with them?
Or just like work with like, you, P and Flex and the other names. I'm sorry, I forget those other names like Lena. It's like you guys all seem very close. Yeah. Is it hard to work with people you really close with like that sometimes?
No, it's crazy because we don't really force that. When it's time to work on the album, okay, album mode, we working on the album. But it's like we never step on each other's toes about anything. So that's the best part about it. Everything we have made to this point has been organic. You know, we're not forcing, okay, y'all, album time. Like, nah, like when I'm finna literally pull up a beat right now and I'm finna make a beat for Flex because I want to make a beat for Flex. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not forced. Like it's what we feeling right now. We know the next project is Flex project. So it's like we getting everything ready. But it's not forced. It's all getting it's just us knowing that we great and using that, channeling that energy, you know?
I'm sure you guys know this, but I hope everyone else realizes how rare that is. Like that shit is rare.
Man, bro. It's special. It's special. I know we building towards something special, but we don't want to get too caught up in the hype of it. Because when we get too caught up in the hype, that's when you burn. That's when you fall. So it's like we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna keep hitting them, man, as much as we can. And every release, we're gonna make sure to display some type of growth from it.
I hear you.
That's the key.
Now, speaking of people around you, I was listening to one of your songs, and you said something. Long live Peel.
Oh yeah, man. Rest in peace, Mommy Peel.
If you don't mind, touching on exactly like who was that to you? Because that kind of stuck out to me in your music.
Yes, rest in peace, Pill. My homie Mikey Pill. I knew him since 2010, like senior year of high school. He used to just always be on me about music and just keep me focused and just always just push me to go harder. and we unfortunately we lost him in 2019. So rest in peace to P. I know you're looking down on us because everything that's another person that made me realize that it's possible. Like because he used to like just do so many different events and so many great things, and he was so great at bringing people together. And I just want to follow in that mode that he was in because he was such a positive person and a positive light. And I just feel like ever since, unfortunately, he's been gone, I just feel like we just gotta continue to be leaders as much as possible, you know, and really just because if he was here, he wouldn't want us on no, you know, no nonsense, no negativity or giving no negativity light. So it's like, I know you're looking down on us, so it's like we just gotta keep, you know, just making the most of our light in our platform as much as we can.
How did that loss change you? Does that change how you deal with loss or anything, or how does it come out in your music?
Man, bro, I know for a fact that like you feel the angels. You feel like when you go through certain things, like when you lose people, unfortunately, it's like a new angel you gain. So I just feel like when I create, I could hear him be like, yo, that shit is raw. Like keep going. He was actually one of the first people who really heard me rap. And he like one of the first people that believed. Like he like, yo, this was like 2017 when he first heard me rap. And he was like, man, I'm about to start a label. I need you on it. And just him believing that early, because at the time I didn't really take it serious, but him knowing that early, I'm like, yo, if he believed, and I know it's as many others that can believe that it's possible. And I know that we can touch many others. So it's like that right there, that's the true testament of just making the most out of your platform, you know, and touching people, bro, because we all going through real situations, man. So music will always be the positive light in anybody's situation. Like anytime we down, we can just turn on a certain song and it'll uplift our mood. So with that, I just wanted to use that as much as I can, you know, because music, them beat videos, you know, when I was doing those, it was probably making a person day better, you know, just to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know, like just those 30 seconds right there could really change a person's day just off of hearing the music, you know, so we just gotta, you know, just keep pushing in that positive direction.
How hard were those beat videos to make?
Not really hard. I mean, I just put on the camera like, yo, this is what it is. I like just get the audio right and boom.
I don't know, like, because I'm thinking like, oh wait, did he use Dropbox? How did he get it there? Is there like a really good speaker? Like, I'm sitting there just like asking like 18 questions to myself. Like, how you did that?
Everything was made through the iPhone.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, bro. Like,
set up and record yourself.
Yeah, I'll put the camera right. That'll be the hardest part, just getting the camera just to stay there, because I'll be beating on the machine so hard, and that machine, the camera will fall. I'm surprised the camera ain't fall in one of the videos, like, and I ain't let it go. But it was a lot of moments where the camera would fall, and I'm like, man, I gotta do it again. A few of them was like really hard, but like just to see what the support, bro. It's like I'm like, man, it's worth it, man. You know, it's worth it, bro. Like we can go through. If it take 2 hours to get it right, we gonna get it right, bro. Just the people got to see this, man. They got to see this. And over time, I found myself becoming the better producer with those videos, because I would find little things that I could probably make better, because we was all moving in real time. Like people were seeing those videos in real time, and it just made me perfect my drums a little more. It made me perfect chopping samples a lot more. And it helped me become a better producer in the last year. Like, because me and Flex talk about this a lot too. It was like, if I would have like I changed my sound with Separation, it was soulful, but like when the videos like started to really blow up, like you would hear my percussions in the beats, if that makes sense. It's like none of those are in Separation. Like if I would have knew that, the production on Separation probably been way crazy. Just certain things that I learned after that project that probably would have been like, oh, that's why next project gonna be. We ain't gotta say much, bro, because we learning a lot more, and it's definitely a lot. It's little things that I hear like, yo, I probably would have did this differently or way differently, because it's there. It's there. We learn.
Now you talked about music. You know, obviously you guys are big on connecting with people, making people feel better with your music and a message. What's music that you listen to when you're feeling sad, or you know you're happy, or you need to be uplifted? What's something you listen to?
I listen to a lot of alternative music, low key. I've been listening to a lot of alternative music lately, like 070 Shake. Let me see.
Fire.
She's crazy. She's amazing. A lot of music from the 2000s too. Like if I'm feeling down, I'm gonna just turn on some shit that made me happy when I was younger and try to get back in that space. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe Kanye Streetlights or some shit like that type of shit. Like early Kid Cudi, early Outkast. Like you know what I'm saying? Like just different shit that get me back in that mood, and that made me want to create way quicker because I was influenced off of that. So I hit them drums and be like, nah, I'll go home, make a beat, run home, make a beat, like just off the fact that I'm back inspired just from hearing that shit. So it's like definitely alternative music, shit. A lot of Outkast, a lot of Ye, a lot of Cole. Like Friday Night Lights when I was down, like that's one of my go-to projects when I'm down. Like just off of it, it's some classic shit on that project, bro. Like Premeditated Murder and that song you had with. It seems like niggas hate to fail you, they try to kill you. Look around and unfamiliar. Come with me.
Hell.
Run quick, see. What do we have here now? Do you want to run that? It's track 7. It's track 7 on Friday Night Lights. That was my shit. I forgot how to pronounce it. Glued to the TV, Jigga Diddy Russell, these white heroes, strictly for them zeros, for the Robert De Niro. Yeah.
I'm such a letdown.
Yeah, that song right there, bro. I
am a Cole fan, but you know,
really not.
You know I can't be remembered. Okay. To tell me every lyric from every Kid Cudi song ever.
All right, which album do you know?
Man, a lot of Kendrick too. Like a lot of soulful music lift me up when I'm down, bro. A lot of soul legend production too. Like a lot of just shit that they got on there. A lot of just crazy shit. Definitely.
I was doing some research in like soul sampling and like lo-fi, and the person I came up on was Jay Dilla.
Yeah,
Dilla, crazy.
How much has Dilla played a part in you and your music career?
Oh man, a huge part, bro. As far as just like his production was top tier, bro. Like the way he used to chop samples. Crazy, bro. I would say him, Just Blaze, Knife Wonder, of course. Man, who else? Heatmakers, Bink, Kanye, Timbaland, Pharrell. I'm sorry, the Neptunes. Because one time I said Pharrell. Niggas like, nigga, the Neptunes. And I'm like, damn, okay, got it. I'm like, yeah. But yeah, just those are my hugest influence. Like, definitely, Dilla was amazing. And well ahead of his time, because a lot of shit that he was doing before people doing now.
There's a whole YouTube video running that's lo-fi beats. Like everyone knows like lo-fi, and it's all came from him.
That's a fact. Also Seasick too. Seasick is amazing, bro. Seasick is.
I've heard that. Seasick.
Seasick did. He did a lot of.
You definitely heard it.
Seasick is amazing, bro. He did a lot of early Baby joints. He did a joint with Meek. He did a lot of Logic joints. He did man, he's amazing. Seasick is amazing, bro. He did Fabulous We Get High from the Soul Tape. Damn.
I can't.
See, Chicago legend, man.
If I probably see some songs he's on.
You've definitely heard.
Okay, if I've heard his beats before, okay, but I can't say be like I know who Seasick is, but I probably heard some of his songs. Okay. Yeah. It's like Chicago legends I think of be like you, No ID.
No ID, legend. I forgot to bring up No ID. No ID is a legend as well, bro. Like just as far as like his catalog is insane. Like the shit he's produced, like he got them sneaker joints too. Like he like shit that you ain't even know he produced. Like I'm like, damn, he did that. Like I found out the other day he produced Lloyd Banks Smile. Like I ain't even know that. I'm like, damn, that's catalog. Big Sean, My Last, like the whole 444 album.
He just did Logic's album too.
Yeah, like he's crazy. Like No idea. He been in it for a long time, bro. Like he's a legend. Like that's the standard of where we're trying to take it. Like you don't hear No ID talk much, but when he talk, it's game. And when you hear his music, it's next level. Like
now, when you make music, how does it make you feel? When like you finish a beat that's crazy. Whether you like the song, whether you like I'm not gonna use this. Like when you're just there in your zone, how does that make you feel?
Man, I get a rush, bro. Like no other. It's a rush. It's a rush. Like I be wanting people to hear it at that moment. That's another reason why I did them videos. Is like, y'all gotta hear this. Y'all gotta hear this. I was so excited just for people to hear these beats. I'm like, And I can't be tripping. Like, these gotta be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, just help me get out my own head. Like, I need what y'all think about this? Like, I need to know. Like, so it's like I still get that rushes when I first started. And that's amazing to say, because I know a lot of people who do music, they probably may not feel as passionate as they did when they first started. And it's sad, because a lot of things can make you feel just, man, disgruntled. Like, man, forget this shit. Like, fuck this music shit. A lot of contracts, a lot of real situations people go through that can make them just, the music be the last thing they worry about. And music is supposed to be the first thing you worry about, because that's why you're doing this shit, you know? So that's because it's most important.
Now, how hard is it to actually like chop up a sample? I feel like people seem these be easy, but how hard is it to actually like manipulate a sample to what you want it to be?
Yeah, that's the main thing. I play it like I'll probably do this like I hear it. Like if it's a gospel sample, I would hear it before. I don't. It's weird because I hear it done before. It's like the gospel sound like, and then like when you know in your head, like, no, I'm finna chop it like, like you hear it in your head. So it's not as hard, but you just gotta, when you're doing it, you still gotta hear it before it's done. You know, you gotta really chop it up to you can create your own BPM. Like, just that's the main thing. Like, my main thing is if the BPM is at a 140 and I want it at 85, we're gonna make it sound a crazy 85, and we're gonna have the drums right there. However, if I start with the drums first or the sample first, it got to be chopped right. It got to be crazy. And actually, I just learned that like really last year, as far as like chopping samples. I've been producing for 9 years, and it took me 9 years to really perfect like chopping the sample. So like definitely like just as far as like making the sample sound how Just Blaze will like make them say how they say one word on the original song, and you'll chop it to where they say something else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Kanye is great at that too. Like really, like Through the Wire, he killed that sample. Like listen to that beat and listen to the original song. Like it's two different songs. Like that's nuts. So like just learning that. Like the deeper I'm getting, I want to get more into that. Like make it sample sound like it's on the original song.
How do you go about finding things to sample? I know like Dilla would just go into record stores and just literally just look through. He had crates full.
I know his fingers. I know his fingers are blisters.
Probably. So like, man. I mean, I'm not trying to get into any secrets you may have, but do you just sometimes just kind of happen to hear something and you're like, oh, that would be cold, or do you like make a point like I'm gonna find a sample today?
Man, I create playlists, man. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll just create playlists. I listen to them. And another thing I'm learning is, even though I hear the song or listening to the song, I could live with it. I don't have to like sample it right there. Because if you force it, it's not gonna sound like nothing. Right. You could really you could download a song or discover a song on a Monday and not want to sample it until like a month from now. Because there's certain parts that you'll hear like, yo, nah, this part is crazy. You really gotta appreciate the song and appreciate different parts of it and just try to find ways to put your touch on it as much as you can. So I make a bunch of playlists of just songs that I listen to on my spare time. I'm always trying to find ways to discover new music and just find new ways to flip the sample. And if I hear it, if I'm driving and I hear it, I like to listen to music while I'm driving. So I'm rushing back home to hop on my laptop. So like, yeah.
Now, are you still kind of, sometimes in the creative space, or really like entrepreneurial space, you have to find a balance between like having a 9 to 5 and still doing what you want to do? Are you full-time music now, or are you still kind of on the 9 to 5 tip as well?
Oh no, full-time music, bro. We making it work. Man, making it work.
Congratulations, bro. That's huge. That's a big ass step. People don't understand.
Thank you, bro.
How hard that shit
is. It's indeed hard. But we still just trying to make it work as much as we can. I hope that I can really make it a real life full thing. But like as far as like we making it work every day. We're making it work. We're making the best out of what we can right now.
That's great to hear, man. Because I'm not gonna lie, when we first started this journey, I definitely thought it'd be a lot smoother than what it was. But this shit is like, give me a street in Chicago with a bunch of potholes, and then add like 6 more potholes. That's what. But look,
you making it work though, bro. That's the most important part. Yeah. Y'all consistency is unmatched. Just know that, bro. Just like really, really realize that y'all in the lane of y'all own and just continue to prosper with that. It's like, it's cool to have a 9 to 5. It's cool to have a 9 to 5, but it's like a lot of people in there, they brainwashed with like a certain way of just living, like the old way of living. And people got to realize that it's a new way. It's new legends being made. It's new streams of revenue being made. And it's like, nah, y'all can be able to be highly successful when y'all feel y'all keep going. Y'all ain't gonna need that 9 to 5 in a minute. Y'all keep going. Y'all like people in that may even doubt y'all. It's like, don't listen to none of that. Don't take none of that to heart. Cause it's like those people are like, they basing their fears upon y'all. So don't let that ever discourage y'all from where y'all about to go. You know, like, cause what y'all doing, it's a purpose, bro. Like it serves a purpose.
Thank you, man. Thank you. That means a lot to hear.
Yeah.
Especially,
bro.
Because like lately, I can't speak for him, but for me, it's definitely been a question of like purpose. Am I doing this? Where am I gonna be in a few years? It's been a lot. That's why February 4th really hit. Huh?
How old are you?
24.
24.
Y'all 20? Yeah, come on, man. Nah, ain't no time to be. Nah, come on, man. Come on. Nah, bro. We fairly young, bro. If y'all, man, I'm sure y'all sitting there to really talk to the people that make that. Looking back at that content, that's gonna be like, man, I'm glad we did that. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, just keep going, bro. You never know how far y'all can take it, bro. I'll tell y'all that. And y'all at the award shows, like, really talking to artists, like, damn, I'm glad we did that shit. Like, y'all at the fucking events talking to people, like, watch, bro. Watch. Just watch. Just keep going, bro. It's cool to have a 9 to 5, but it's like, don't let that discourage you from what you about to take it.
Thank you, man.
That's real.
Because I'm sure you can say this too when people walk up to you, tell you about your music. But when people tell us about the show, well, that shit warms my heart.
I still don't believe them. Like,
trying to tell you.
You don't watch it.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. It's definitely those moments of reassurance that you doing the right thing. I was going out to get some drinks like last week, and somebody brought me some shots, and I'm like, who are these people? Like, and it was a radio host from 92.3, and she was like, yo, keep doing what you're doing, keep it in the city. I'm like, see, look, moments like that right there.
That's huge.
Keep going, bro. That's just, you know what I'm saying? Keep going, bro. Keep your faith. Keep going. You know.
How do you make sure you stay your biggest fan? Like, how do you continue to remind yourself? Do you like go back and listen to some of your old music? Do you maybe there's something that you say to yourself that you don't want to share? You know, it's like your own mantra, but like, how do you keep yourself fueled? How do you keep your tank full?
I read, bro. Read, meditate, work out. Just the main thing is really like it's a battle between you and your mind. You know, like when you wake up, you may wake up with a lot on your mind. You might be stressed off of the real life because we still got to deal with real life, like real bills, real life situation. It's all about just trying to like overcome that in order to even do our passion. You know what I'm saying? So it's like just really putting our passion first and like being able to say, nah, of course we got to deal with the real life situation, but always finding time to really do what we destined to do in this life. You know, just really finding time for that. And man, that's how we remain our biggest fan, just knowing that we have a purpose. You know, knowing our purpose is way bigger than any song that we may release. We touching the people, bro. I know for a fact there's kids that look up to us, man. Like just knowing that we here, we serve a purpose. You know.
Definitely. Now, one other thing that I'm sorry, I'm looking at my phone, not being rude. These are my questions and things.
No, you good.
A lot of people on Twitter, including myself, trying to get you with bigger artists. Talk about buying shots. I'm telling you, I know you're not on Twitter like that, but right now there's a campaign to get him and Meek Mill working together. And I'm not gonna lie, feel it.
Hey, I just want to say it's something great coming.
That's all you had to say. That's all you had to say.
That's all that needs to be said.
That's all that needs to be said.
It's a lot of great stuff coming. It's a lot of great things coming, bro. It's a lot. I'm excited for the future, bro. That's all I'm gonna say, man. That's
all you gotta say. We don't want you to give it up. No.
Leave it at that, man.
Leave it at that.
Yeah.
I don't want you to shoot yourselves in the foot. Because I was listening to something. I'm not trying to get nobody caught up, but I was listening to something, reading something. It was like sometimes artists do like a collab with a certain artist, and like the artist will speak about it before, and I speak about it, the other artist pull the plug.
Yeah.
I didn't know that
happens a lot.
I did not know that was a thing. Why do they do that though?
Probably because, you know what I'm saying. If I'm the bigger artist and I see like a younger person wilding, I'm like, man, what you doing? You doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nah, pull the plug on that. Like, what you doing? Like, plus you spilling the beans way too early. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, maybe the artist didn't want to roll out at that time and you just coming through wilding. Like, so it's like a lot of things right now. I'm a little secretive about it, but it's in time. Like, it's gonna be a great year. It's gonna be a great year.
Yeah, I'm stop telling people when we have like certain people on the show. I'm stop telling niggas. People like, oh, who you got on the show next? And I just be like, oh, you know, I got go ahead such and such. I'm stop telling niggas.
Yeah, that's a cheat code, bro. Like, really, like that's the element of surprise. Like, as far as just let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, whenever you say you might have I don't know, shit, Kendrick on the show, don't let nobody know. But when you announce it, yo, they gonna what? The element of surprise, bro. Especially like people gonna really, it's gonna be all a moment combined. Like you won't jinx yourself. You won't have a moment with a moment. And this moment here, this will be one big moment.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Do you ever do you find it hard sometimes, like to communicate? Like what's your step process to reach out to another artist? Especially because everything's like digital now. Do you ever find that like hard? Because that's something I'm still trying to figure out to this day, like networking and communicate, especially because I'm a very in-person kind of person. Like,
Yeah.
Because I text and type the way that I talk. I talk a lot. I use a lot of words. So sometimes it comes off as a lot. You know, do you find it weird or difficult to network or get up with other people though?
I would say my main advantage may be producing because a lot of artists need beats. So it's like the artists will probably come to me quicker rather than me going to them, just off of the strength of artists need beats, you know. So I like to really build off of that. Like you need beats, so let's work. Let's really build on something, especially if you dope. Let's just find different ways to build. That's how I was probably able to really create such a crazy like base in the city because it's all the relationships has been organic and just off of the love of like music. Like every artist that you see me work with, from Asara to Film to Josie to Fletch to everybody in the city, like Joy Perk, it's all been off the love of the music. You know, like Vic Mensa, I got a lot of stuff coming with him too. Just off of the real strength of good music, like people that appreciate music. So it's like when you got that, you really it's not you're not forcing it because both of y'all enjoy the quality of the music. So it's like, man, we let's do something. We gotta work, you know. Yeah. And that's that respect too as a creative. You know, you like when both creators got respect for each other, that's unmatched, bro. Like definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think respect is definitely necessary, but I also feel like as much as respect, it's also knowing when to stick your chest out and be confident and be like, yo, like I got this shit. You know, it's a balance of being like, you know, I do respect you what you do, but understand this is also where I'm coming from too.
Indeed, bro. Indeed. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely.
Now you talked about you said you were at this for 9 years before you figure out your sound. What moment did you find your formula? Like, do you remember the exact moment you were just like, Eureka, light bulb on? Do you remember that moment where you were at or what you were doing? Was it a specific beat that you made or anything?
Man, I would say, well, I found out it was 3 different times.
Okay.
3 different times. Well, I would say 2015 was when I knew, okay, maybe more soulful beats is my lane. Of course, I know how to make the hard production too, but it's like I really want to become like more in depth with the soulful sounds. And I would say like 2017 was when I found it's like different tiers, like really just learning and growing different lanes. Like I feel like I had different phases in my career, like production phases. Like even if you listen to like a lot of the beats on Separation, like we were saying earlier, like on Separation, and I have like beats that I'm working on now. It's up a notch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just really growing and just finding different tiers to just tap into, like different levels, bro. Like really different things I can learn from and grow from. Like I listen to a lot of my beats from 5 years ago. Bitches are trash, bro. Like I'm like just really listening to like back then, like what was I doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, but to another person, they're probably like, yo, that shit is crazy. But it's like I expect so much out of myself, like knowing that I could take it to another level. I'm always finding different ways that I could just get better and just grow and just really enhance the sound as much as I can. And even with the sound of music, you know, like the sound of music is changing, drums are changing, everything is getting. I feel like drums are getting way harder now. You know, like drums are getting they're back to getting rugged drums. Like you had the Griselda drums, it's rugged and it's soulful, like it's mean, like it's at you. Like the beats are at you now. They're at you again. Like it's been a long. Yeah, it's like they etch you now. It's been a long time since they've been etch you, like, and I feel like now that's my go-to. I'm trying to make the beats that come at you. Like when y'all heard them 3 songs, like I want them drums to come at y'all, like let them drums speak for itself.
You did that on Be Still too, though.
Yeah, like the drums, they speaking, they singing, bro. Like the subs, like the bass, like let the bass be a melody of its own. Christian Dior on Flet's project on Separation, it sound like it's a harmony, bro. Like man, like I didn't know how to do that 5 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to use 808s for that shit, and I'm like, why would I fucking? It's just little shit that I learned. Like,
what's the difference between an 808 and a drum?
Well, the 808 is more for like trap beats, like more like the beats with the hi-hats and shit. And it's like, but when you use that sub is like soulful. Like that's the soul. Like that shit.
Like a deeper sound.
Yeah. If you notice on Separation, we only use 808s for one of the beats on it. Like on the Truth song. Everything else was like really the soulful, like the subs like really being used. So that's my go-to right now. Like really just growing with that. Like really, I feel like you get chills with those type of beats. You know what I'm saying? Like beats that give you chills, like production, that shit. It's just different, bro. It's different.
What was your favorite beat to make on Separation?
Man, that's a hard question because every beat had its own moment. Like when we was I love Valuable just off of the strength of I know this beat is perfect for Flet's voice, but it's like Christian Dior is so amazing because that's such an intro. That's a hell of an intro, bro. And it's like Fear of God is so amazing. Then it's like it's that, bro. I can't even tell you, bro. I can't because it changes every time I hit a project. It changes every single time I hit a project. Then 50 was so crazy. That shit just different, bro. It was different.
I don't have the credits in front of me. I'm sorry, but did you do Sosa?
Yeah, I did Sosa with my homie Don J and Solo, man. Yeah, shit crazy.
Sheesh.
Every beat on that, that's our joints, man. That's our joints.
I thought that was a funny question when you asked him. Like, he's not gonna be able to answer that.
What?
Which his favorite beat was?
Yeah, I figured he wasn't.
Yeah,
I figured he wasn't, but just the fact I wanted the response of nigga, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, every single beat on that was crazy in its own way, bro. Because it's like Flesh brought the best out of those beats too. Like he really brought them bitches to life. You know what I'm saying? Like just off of the shit he was saying, bro. Like everything on that was different. Like let me see the track list again. Pull it up for me. Break it down.
So we got so everyone can see we got Christian Dior.
Classic, man.
So Christian Dior, we got 50.
Good God, bro. Found Me was crazy.
That's my favorite. Crazy. That's my favorite.
Found Me was different, bro.
Like if I had to put a playlist together of just y'all two,
yeah.
Found Me, Be Still, Fear of God, Vent 2 probably would be like
Vent 2 is amazing. Flex Next project is gonna be so amazing too, man. I'm excited, bro. I'm excited. Yeah, you got it.
So we got that.
Blueprint. I was arguing Flex up and down to put Blueprint on there.
Real. He don't want to put it on there?
Yeah, I remember at the time he was like, nah, I ain't gonna put it on there. Maybe it's a little too dated because now it's like, nah, bro, you get this going on the project. Mm-hmm. You on here talking crazy. Then Truth, Valuable is just amazing.
Yeah, that's a really good song, actually.
Provide and not too long. It's like, bro, that's a flawless album right there, bro.
It is. It is really good.
And you a music lover too, man. I see you with Title, man. Okay.
Yeah. Because Title pays the artist most. I'm gonna be honest with you though. I was on Apple Music for a while because I was just like, I like the format of Apple Music. I'm a guy of comfort. Like I think it's really comfortable and I like Apple, but then Title had the student discounts. So I was like, I'm over here. I can get all this for this, so I'm here. But then I learned it actually pays artists the most.
You know what pays artists the most for real? Bandcamp.
Really?
I'm about to put pre-orders up, but it's gonna be through Bandcamp. Everything gonna be through Bandcamp.
I didn't know Bandcamp did that.
Cause you get the money that day. You get it right. You get it right there. Like if I was to get like say 10 pre-orders, I would get it. That the artist would get it that day. Rather than
like direct deposit.
Yeah, but yeah.
I did not know that. I was looking at like the numbers and these streaming companies.
It's all an illusion, bro. It's an illusion. listen, they put them screenshots around to like really fool the people. I don't know. I don't know.
I hear you.
That's some off camera. That's an off camera convo.
I hear you. I already go where you go. I already know you go. The more we interview people, I'm starting to pick up on like when niggas don't want to talk. Yeah, so like I ask a question,
I got it.
They'll be like, should I just like everyone's favorite move is be like, should I just
You know what I'm saying? That's off camera.
I get it.
We say something get canceled or something crazy.
No, I 100%. Oh, I believe in the edit button.
For sure.
We could have got canceled a few times. But like in our field though, you have to just let that shit fly. In all honesty, you have to just let that shit. I think when we first started, we were worried about what we were saying. We started on radio.
Yeah, so we couldn't really say shit on radio.
But then when we got to the podcast, it was me more so. Him, he don't really give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck, bro.
Period. Yeah.
I was more like, can we say this? Can we not say this? So I was stepping some stuff out, but now it's to the point where it's just like it just is.
Let it fly.
Hate.
Unless you said some wild.
Right. You know? But we're not like hateful, racist, bigoted ass people. We just say how the fuck we feel.
We just got opinions. You know, everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
I feel like that cancel shit is kind of weak now anyway.
Ain't nobody really getting canceled, bro. It's like that ain't happening. You drop a fire song, they streaming that shit, bro. That shit.
100%.
That's a fact.
Can I ask you a list of artists you want to make beats for? Or a list of artists you want to work
with? For sure.
Dream list. It can be as long as you want it to be.
Man, look. Man.
Right. From this.
SZA.
SZA's
amazing.
Yes.
SZA's amazing. She's amazing. That Good Day song is amazing, bro. That's crazy. Kendrick.
Okay.
Cole, for sure.
Yes.
My dream, I want to wake up one day and see Cole reply to one of the beats I posted. Like, yo, this crazy. Y'all need that. That'd be crazy. But like,
fucking nice. It will happen though.
That would be a moment. That would be a moment, bro. Like if he come out of retirement, like not Twitter retirement for that, that'd be like, cause they don't tweet no more.
He doesn't tweet. He don't really tweet. Like, he only says if he feels like he needs to say something, like with the whole no name situation.
Yeah.
Like the Kaepernick situation or something like that. It's weird to see. I'm surprised he posted on Instagram. I'm surprised he's doing promotion at all, because before,
that's a fact.
Like the Cole that we know, like 4 Year, probably from like Born Center, 4 Year Eyes Only. That whole thing, it was literally just, hey y'all, here's an album. Deuces. Yep. Oh, okay, deuces again. Like that's literally how it's been. Now he's, posting, and then he'll do like probably an interview to go with the album. But like now, like he didn't really do an interview for 4 Year Eyes Only, but for KOD he did. Yep. But it's just like he just, I don't know. The fact he's posting more now is definitely something that I don't say makes me feel away, but it's definitely reminds that it's changed. It's a different feel from him because I'm used to him just being like, here you go.
No, post. Yeah, here go the album.
So it's a different feel, but I'm not mad at it because promote what you gotta do. I'm not mad at it at all.
One of them tweets gonna be the album in a few days, man. I see him coming. He got music.
I've heard. You saw who was in the studio with? Monte. Yeah, that's a legendary producer, bro. Monte is a legend. Cardo got Wayans is a legend. Like these are legends, bro. Like these are examples to go by. Like as far as legacy, bro. Like what they building towards, like it's different, bro. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. We good.
We back?
Yeah.
Okay, we good. Your boy Wonder vinyls. Like as far as like I got artists to work with, but I got a list of producers I like to work with too. Like as far as Hit Boy is amazing. Like
he had a fucking year last year.
Yeah, a crazy year, bro. That was motivational. Like just looking at him, like, yo, the fact that he been in the game already for like 13 years, and he like, I'm finna remind y'all niggas, like, still got that shit, like Hit Boy, man, Cardo, Boy Wonder, Vinyls, No ID. As far as just man, producers that I really look up to, that I really I collab with, bro. Like these legends, bro. Artists, SZA, of course, Kendrick, Cole, Wale. I work with Wale. Me and Rihanna would make some shit. We make some crazy shit. But like, just as far as everybody in the game, that's just, man, willing to build. I'm with it for sure. And they got quality. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it. I got some other collabs coming, man. I got some, man. It's gonna be a special year, bro. It's finna.
Yeah, I'm excited now.
It's finna be an amazing y'all, man. Man, we blessed. We blessed, bro. We blessed.
That's good, man. I'm definitely happy to hear that, and I'm happy to. You could tell your optimism too and your confidence. You could definitely feel it through the computer screen. This honestly, this interview went a lot better than I thought it would be. Oh, I'll call it interview. This conversation went a lot better than I thought it would be.
That's a convo, man.
Yeah, no, it's I enjoy it because again, like I'm a very in-person person. This went a lot better.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Not
oh yeah, my apologies for not coming sooner, bro. Like this the right timing, bro. Like it's perfect timing, bro.
Shit. Yeah. You learned the role,
bro.
Obviously, I would feel like shit if you. Oh, I can't wait here for this thing, and we got done, and you got stuck in a snowstorm. I would feel like shit. I'd be like, yo,
man.
I'd literally be like, damn, I feel bad. Like, bro, do you want to? Like, I'd damn near let you be like, yo, do you just want to hang out until the snow's over? Like at my crib, I would feel horrible. So I'm glad.
The thing is, it might not end until like tomorrow night. Out there, yeah. Like it's gonna be snowing until like tomorrow night.
Right now?
We getting 7 inches of snow. 8 inches of snow.
This is snow near us, so that's good.
Y'all not getting snow?
No,
not right now.
No,
good.
Not even. Now, what's some stuff that you like to do outside of music? Maybe
man,
now I can see you being a motivational speaker, doing like an audiobook or writing a book.
I definitely want to make a book in the future. Definitely a few books. So just as far as like really just showing myself, reminding myself that it's possible. You know, like when we overcome certain obstacles, I just want to show the people that it's possible, man. Like just like people that may look up to me, you know, just really documenting and just having it there stuff that I could remind myself about, you know. Cause that Rush book is amazing, bro. It's all in your head. Like
yeah, I never got it. I didn't get the Logic book either.
Bro, that Rush book, I haven't checked out the Logic book, but that Rush shit is amazing, bro. That shit made me walk out my job. Like I ain't gonna lie to
you. Yeah. Logic put out that book with there's not No Pressure, but the one before No Pressure.
His album?
Yeah, because there was No Pressure, and then there's one he put out last. The one
like his alternative?
Yeah, the one where he did Charlemagne.
Sings
where he was dissing Charlemagne on it, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He put
Blue Market.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. Definitely reading, writing, working out, just as far as video games, 2K, just as far as like really find that time and just write stuff down. Just that's important, bro. Definitely finding stuff you like outside of the music, because once you get back to the music, you're not overthinking. So it's like, oh man, music. It's like, it's not, when you do it, it's refreshing. It's not a headache. You know, when you get to it, you're gonna have something new to come with it. Like Timberland was saying, like, you don't want to just overcrowd your head about music all day, because when you go back to it, it's like, okay, now I got a fresh head. I'm gonna use all that energy to the music now. It's not, right. I'm not sitting for 12 hours making beats. That's not the case.
What's like your longest stretch you'll go? Like, do you have a limit for yourself, or you just kind of feel it as it goes?
I've had long days, and those days probably been the most stressful days. Like, just as far as like, I definitely had days where I was just overthinking, like, man, I gotta make sure it's right. And it's probably been more so on the rapping side, because I will make the beat and then like be like, no, I gotta write to this. But it's like at the end, that shit just leave you drained, bro. It's like, now whenever I'm feeling it, I get to it. You know, like whenever it feels right, I don't just force myself to it no more. It's like, as long as it feels right, because you're going in there with good energy, and you're going to make something dope because you feeling good about the shit. So it's like, yo, I'm getting to it and I'm gonna create something dope. Yeah. It don't have to be, I notice producers, like, they take the weekends off too, which is actually, that's a good idea, because it's like, shit, the weekends is made for your time. You know, like, use that time. I saw Deloney is, I think he said that. Deloney is a legend, Chicago legend, for sure.
Big time. He's very funny on Twitter too. He's
also he's hilarious.
The kind of shit that he's doing with, I drunk this agave tea with this brew. I'm manifesting him on here too. I'm working on that.
Yeah.
But
yeah. I could let him know about y'all then, for sure.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
You know,
I got you. I'm gonna let him know.
Thank you. But we're so like, he always tweets out about stuff like that. He's just a funny account, and he has that balance of talking about funny shit, weed, music, and like anime. Like, Literally all the shit that I like. So yeah.
That's a talent in itself to be able to juggle all that in one. That's crazy. Yeah.
Would you ever do like I know a lot of times, people who make music, sometimes they cross over into acting. Would you ever consider acting?
I'm with that.
He's like,
that's really what I started.
I'm trying to get my Ice Cube on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that, bro. Like I'm trying to write roles. I'm trying to write TV shows. Like I love Atlanta, the TV show. Yeah, that's one of my favorite shows ever, bro.
Great shows of our generation.
That's a fact. But it's like the episodes are so funny because they don't need a laugh track, and it's real situations that rappers really go through. But it's like if you find the humor in that, it's hilarious. Like just little scenes. Like you remember the scene where they had the rapper and that was beating up his engineer. It was like, yo, why you missed? Yo, why Pro Tools keep crashing, bro? And like that was so funny, bro. Because it's like, why are you taking that so serious?
The 41 to me was when he was on an interview, and then he was like a white dude. That shit was funny because you could watch some interviews and people just look extremely uncomfortable.
Yeah,
it's just.
I
don't think we ran into that. Thank God. I mean, shit happens, but bro, that's probably what just motherfucker just staring at you like. Yes.
Yeah, nah, that ain't the way, man.
I mean, started making music when I was 12.
Yeah, nah. Then the one dude where he said he was born a white dude. And he was like, he was born a white dude.
That's what we're talking about. That shit was retrospectro. Yeah. Retro, right? Retrospectro. What did I say? Spectro?
Then the episode where they have the fake Justin Bieber calling everybody niggas. I'm like, yo, I'm like, bro, the writing on this show is insane, bro. It's insane.
I think when we talk about Donald Glover, I think now and years from now, like we're gonna look at him as like one of our like top creatives of like this generation.
Well, I think now
Genius.
Like how the generation before us looks at Jamie Foxx is how we look at Donald Glover. Rapping, singing, producing, acting, writing shows. He was gonna write the FX version of Deadpool, the show, but it got pulled because he was talking shit about Taylor Swift. I remember reading about that. I was looking forward to it.
Then yo, he's a fucking genius, bro. Charles Gambino genius, bro. He's a genius.
100%. All right, a few more minutes. This is another question that has been burning me up. All right,
talk to him.
How do you keep a fresh haircut every time I see you?
Oh yeah, man. yo, I go to the barber like maybe every 7 days, every 7 to 8 days. I go get either a line. Oh yeah, man, he get the what's the name right. That's my boy, man. Shout out my boy Tim, man. He's an amazing barber. You know, we joked about that like a few times. He's like, yo, I'm like, man, I should be giving you like half of the splits and all these beats. That'd be so. You feel? Because like. He served it. That's the whole thing. Like if you look at a lot of the beats on Apple Music, you see like the haircut. That's dope, man. So like definitely every 7 to 8 days I might get a line or haircut with it. So definitely, man.
And that was the big question too, because it was like we prime quarantine. Every video
Every video
the beard looks great.
Yeah, it's like
I gave you benefit of the doubt. I was like, how do you get a haircut? But then I was like, maybe cut his own hair. I gave you
you don't want to know how that went. I tried cutting my own hair, bro. That shit, I was looking like, I thought it was like San Andreas. You know, when CJ hopping in China shit, it was looking crazy. it was crazy. Nah, that ain't it.
No. And then
shake too much.
That and like, some people tell me, oh, your beard is this. I don't touch my face. This is 24 years of hard work. I only let one man, that's it, a barber.
That's a fact.
This is a rule of life. I feel like as a man, you are better off having one barber for a long time than multiple barbers.
That's a fact. You clean too, though, man. You clean.
Y'all, thank you, bro. It's been a minute.
For sure.
Appreciate it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely, it do shows like having that one barber that knows, like, nah, don't do too much right here. Don't do too much right there. Because if you go to that one barber that may fuck you up right there, you scarred, man. Nigga, like, it's over.
I feel like as a man, if you cheat on your barber, you ain't shit low key.
That's a fact. And a lot of barbers might mess you up on purpose too. Like you gotta watch for that shit. I'd have been in that situation. I'm like, this nigga, he may not have a beard, so he may like fuck my beard up. There's little shit like that. I'm like, damn, like I ain't going to you again. Type shit. Like that happened. It happened recently. It happened like recently too. Like definitely. Like Yeah, disrespect.
That's,
Never going in.
That's fisticuffs.
That's what I'm saying.
I couldn't do a video for a minute. I'll tell you that.
Oh, I know you was mad.
Yeah. I talked to him about it, but you know how it go, man. You know,
I hear you.
Yeah, man.
You get beat to no Haze no time soon.
Right.
That's a fact. No peace, no peace.
Well, that's everything I got. If you got anything.
No, man, that's it. I mean, I know you saying you got a beat to make for Flex, so I don't want to keep it too much longer. I know you got shit to do, man.
Yes, up, man. I appreciate both of y'all, man. I'm sorry for the hold up. You know what I'm saying? This is amazing.
Great.
You're busy, man.
Amazing talk. Amazing talk, y'all.
I really do appreciate it.
Actually, let's do this. Give your social media. Yes. Because Zoom is different.
Yeah.
Give everybody social media.
Social media, go at Haze, Instagram and Twitter. Go HazeOnTheTrack.com. We got beats for sale, beat store, updates on the project. February 12th. From here on out, I got a freestyle dropping on the 1st. The project is amazing. The pre-orders will be up very, 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 very soon. They'll probably be up when this video drops. I really appreciate y'all for everything, man. Let's continue to keep expanding, stay focused, keep going, keep the mindset right, and keep pushing each other to be greater. Yeah.
My turn. All right. Pete Boogs on not even on Instagram anymore. It's Pierce Michael. Pierce Michael one. Pierce _ Michael 1 on Instagram. Pete Boogs on Apple Music. So if anybody wants some dope ass music, let me know. Follow me on Apple Music. I got playlists for days.
Playlists are really popular on Twitter. I really feel like
bro.
That's a fact.
I went on Twitter, bro. I just don't use Twitter as much. I've seen the music posts. I'm like, damn, like I could really fuck some shit up over here. But I'm just like, I'm not trying to post, but
there's a lot of real lovers of music on Twitter, man. It's crazy.
I see it all the time, man. I should just put my shit up there and see what happens. But
honestly, this sounds kind of, because it's not a real thing, but like the Twitter music scene, I know it's not a thing, but the artists you find on Twitter are fucking fire. There's this
That's how I heard of Flex was on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, I was on there and I saw someone was saying, oh, this is the hottest artist out of coming out of Chicago. So I was just clicked on it and I was like, oh, they aren't wrong.
Oh shit.
Oh, I might have.
Nah, but we were on for like 2 hours.
Maybe like his internet went out or sometimes shit fails.
Yeah.
Sometimes shit fails. But yeah, that's how I found out about Flex was on Twitter, man.
Yeah.
Just a quick snippet and I was like, whoa.
There's this nigga named Nate Joel. This nigga is fire on Twitter. Let me see if I get my man's back.
No, it's just a participants one. I think he's out.
Oh man. That sucks.
At least we got his social medias.
We did.
Before anything happened. You want to give out your social media?
Yes. Devonn on Overstreet, all platforms. Oh, his phone died. That's why.
Oh, he was on his phone?
I think he was on his phone. Yeah. Devonn, ISD School Detention on all podcast platforms, on YouTube as well, guys. Thank you guys as always for checking us out. We are blessed to have you guys, your support. Thank you for rocking with us. I promise we have great things coming for you guys. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Devonn on Instagram and everything else, man. You guys be safe.
Peace.